Hello everyone, and welcome back to Pete's Corner. I'm super excited to be here right now, and I know that school's getting a little bit more difficult as we progress through the semester, but here at Pete's Corner we got you covered. This week's segment is all about showing you how to combine work with play, and there's no better way to do that than joining a club or an organization that coincides with your interest. Let's kick it off. Oh geez. That's a bit brutal for me, but for you creative film buffs out there, whether you're behind the camera or in front, Egan Galvin's got the association for you. The Student Startup Program is an invaluable tool for getting student-made companies into the market quickly. But our next segment has to deal with an entirely different type of market. When it comes to agriculture, the agriculture future of America cannot go without mention. Here's Kara with the details. Tap and Go has really changed my dining experience. It's just so cool. I don't have to wait in line anymore, and it all just gets charged to some ghost account.
You do realize it all gets charged to your Bursar account, right?
Is that why I can't sign up for classes?
But enough of that, let's get down to business. Did you know that Oklahoma State has a program primarily dedicated to turning your business ideas into an empire? Well, let's check it out. Don't forget to throw away your aluminum cans and your water bottles. Just don't be trashy. Sustainability often has to pick up other people's trash, and that's just not their job. Let's move on to something fun. Games. Everyone loves games. And where do you play them in a group on campus? I'll tell you, right here in the Cowboy Underground. They got Super Smash, they got Mario, they got Ouija board, anything to tickle your fancy. Kaylee's got the information, kick it off to her.
Now, considering the sport culture that surrounds Stillwater, it's kind of a shock that an academy didn't move in sooner. But with an all-inclusive sporting goods store hitting Stillwater, its residents are sure to keep their athletic lifestyle.
Well, we hope we've been informative here at Pete's Corner, and we just want to let you know that there are many more clubs left to explore. And if you have any trouble at all trying to find a club that coincides with your interests, have a talk with Campus Life, and they'll sort you right out. Well, this has been James LeBlanc with Pete's Corner, and we'll see you next time.
Suppose this was your first experience of Stillwater, just a dry town that worries too much about the day-to-day. You might have thought that fun itself had died. Now that may sound dramatic, but maybe drama is exactly the kick this campus needs to fire things up.
So Theater Council basically gives people who are interested in theater an opportunity to perform, direct, produce, act, you name it, whatever it is, theater, we can give people an opportunity to do it.
Now you might not consider yourself an actor, but the Theater Council is adamant in getting the point across that acting is only one aspect of this art genre. You got your improv, your music performances, your stand-up comedy. There's no limit to showing off the talent once you're on stage.
I think Theater Council is a great place to get up and do some theater, because it's kind of hard, like when you're coming from like high school and stuff, to find that like group of people to like hang out with. And everybody in the theater department, we always say that this place, like, we are a family.
Even though the Theater Council handles most things dramatic, they are by no means the only outlet for the performing arts on campus. The Student Union Activities Board holds a wide variety of events all year round, which can include more opportunities to perform. Just recently, they held an open mic night in the Cowboy Underground that supported all kinds of acts.
What I was going to do, like how am I going to say my jokes, like we talked about it before, and me and my interpreter, like what we're going to say, planning it all out. And after, it was just, I felt so good. I just went with the flow. It was nice.
It doesn't matter how you get involved in the theater scene, be it joining the council or forming your own improv troupe. All that matters is that you act. Act now. Like right now. From Pete's Corner, this has been James LeBlanc.
OSU's English department wishes to welcome you to the wonderful world of Hollywood. Now, does that mean you should expect to experience an era of fame, glamour, and entertainment within the study? Going in with that mindset just might leave you with an academic surprise. The term research can leave a certain scientific connotation in your head. I mean, with research to cure cancer, research to come up with environmentally friendly cars, these are all fine things, but innovation is not the only form of research that can benefit a society. OSU's Professor Jeff Meny shows us a different kind of study that brings us a better understanding of where we are in cinema and how it affects businesses today.
Sure, I do New Hollywood cinema, which is the 1960s and 1970s, and my focus is on the business culture and the fact that in that moment, large business corporations had become suspicious to people, and in New Hollywood, small, flexible firms were formed in response to that problem.
Meny's research suggests that the 70s acted as a sort of golden age of film that provided a template for how movies are directed today.
Because it didn't just try to do it, it succeeded. It changed an entire genre and it made a film genre.
You can't understand today's movies without understanding that period, because that's the period when the idea of the movie franchise was established. And today, all we have is franchises. All the big studios, Warner Brothers, they need to have their franchise, their silo.
It makes me think that there's not a whole lot of individuality in them. I love films nowadays, but I find myself loving most the films that come out that remind me of this period, like The Nice Guys, for instance.
Delving this deep into an artistic business may seem cynical, but Professor Meny leaves us with one important point.
Making money out of art can't be reduced to a formula.
From Pete's Corner, this is James LeBlanc.
There's only so much you can do to keep yourself healthy. I mean, sure, you can eat right, exercise regularly, and sleep on a set schedule, but sometimes a negative external force can offset an otherwise happy mind. OSU's counseling services provide a qualified staff of people whose entire purpose is to help remind students that they are never alone.
Yeah, it's actually helped me a lot. When I first moved here, on my 21st birthday, I was doing a lot of drinking, and it got to the point to where I just didn't care about myself or just class, so my friend suggested I went in, and it helped.
We all make mistakes sometimes, but some problems can end up turning into a landslide of bad habits. This is when OSU's Alcohol and Substance Abuse Center can lend a helping hand.
They first just sat me down and tried to talk about and figure out what was the root of my stress and why I was having trouble with my classes, for instance, my budgeting, my time management, and everything else. And in the end, it really just helped me figure out that I need to talk to people instead of trying to hold it in and figure things out by myself.
It's good to bounce an idea off of another person. That way, they don't just accumulate and roll under the carpet, because that's how you trip.
Not wanting to talk about my problems is probably one of my biggest problems that I have, just on a personal level.
OSU's Student Counseling Center offers anyone enrolled 12 free counseling sessions per year, as well as an unlimited amount of group counseling sessions. Now, given the infinite number of problems you can encounter during your college career, it seems like you'd most likely regret not taking advantage of some of these services.
Being in a pity party of one, it's definitely not a good decision on my part. I probably should have at least tried to get counseling, even from a close friend. It probably would have helped, might have gone to class more, done more assignments on time, done better with my life.
Admittedly, counseling isn't for everyone. If it seems like it isn't working for you, that doesn't mean giving up is your only option. This is just an opportunity to sort out your stress by your own terms.
I got a dog, and I spend all my free time with him, and I take him everywhere.
No matter what the situation is, happiness is always within reach of those who are willing to explore their options. From Pete's Corner, this is James LeBlanc.